One of my favorite photographs is going to get a new frame and a little more decoration. Hi, this is Tweak. Today I'm going to take a photograph that's special to me. It's a little bit damaged, but I'm going to help it along by giving it some new life. Join us. Supplies you'll need for this project are: you will need an assortment of photo frames depending on the size photo you wish to decorate. You'll need lace and fabric flowers, a hot glue gun, a little bit of paint, and a little bit of mounting putty. So let's get started. I got the idea. I have this photograph that I love. I have a copy of it in this frame here, but the one that I had, it's from a wedding in our family. It's got some damage to it. It's got a crease, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to bring a little more. I love this photo, and I want to make it a little more special, and I did that by placing it in a frame. Everything's loose here, and then I took some lace, and these flowers are just beautiful. These are lace flowers I ordered online, and I just liked, there's some romance to the colors and the beads here, and I like the way it highlighted and matched the dress of the beautiful bride in this photo. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this frame, and this is a shadow box frame. Take it apart. I'm going to set this aside for right now. The shadow box frame, I think this is a 6x6. I got a great deal on frames. They were buy one, get one free, so that came in very handy. And I'm just going to take this apart. It has a backing on it. It has a frame that holds on the inside. And I'm going to set my picture into this. But first I need to paint this backing, because I want the backing to be for the photo. And that's just a very simple method of splashing some paint on it. And since my picture has some greens and I just really like the idea of just putting just a little bit of color on here. Just one coat of acrylic paint. That would be your choice of paints. And I knew I liked a light green for this project. So I'm going to take my brush, very carefully push the green around the back of this plate. Not a lot of it's going to show, but I wanted something there besides the brown backing. When you find the photo that you would like to do this to, you just test it with some different paints. So we've got the green here, very light, pretty color, and I'm just going to let that dry. Okay, I'm going to set it aside. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to work with the picture itself. Now, I'd already played with this really beautiful, look at this. I got this online. I got a couple yards of it. It's a lace, flower lace. If you go online and look for flowers or lace, oh my gosh, gazillion of possibilities of what you can order. But I knew I wanted something more romantic with this photo that I've got here. So I started playing with placing the flowers around it. I'll pull it aside here and show you. So what I'm going to do is take the photo, and I'm going to use just a little bit of putty. This is mounting putty. And just to tack that down, because I don't want to damage the photo. It's going to be in this frame for, well, forever. I'll just take some of this putty out. You don't need a lot of it. Easy to use. It's not stinky. It's very like gum. That's pretty fun. Anyways, I'm just going to take a little bit off, and I'm going to place a little bit in each corner of this picture. You can see the picture's already been taped. I don't know how it got ripped, but that made me very sad when that happened. So I want to decorate it so that I stop looking at what's not there, that rip. and start focusing on the beauty of the photo itself. So I'm going to come in and I can move it around later because this putty is just going to keep it secure for right now. I'm not going to press it really hard. Then I'm going to start attaching the lace. A thing to guide me here is the insert of this shadow box will help me to keep within the borders of how this fits into the shadow box. So I'm going to keep my lace pieces up. See, closer from the edge, so that's a nice guide. And then I will just pull in the pieces. See, how did I have this? So you would have to figure out with your picture and your flowers what works best. See, that's going to work. That's nice. I love the romantic quality, just the colors. The roses bring this out. I just love this. It's kind of an old Victorian look to it. Now there's a few gaps, and I just took the lace and I just cut little pieces out of it so that I could add them in here and there. I think I had some in here. I'll add them as I go. I've got 4 pieces to add. So let me take this off and add some more of this putty. I'm just going to use the putty. I could use hot glue. I'm going to see right now how the putty works. I like that there's a little more of a 3-dimensional feel with the putty. See how that's sticking? Excellent. And I'm just going to sticky putty it down. Here we go. Now make sure I got everybody stuck here. And I'm going to come back in because I want to cover up the edges just a little bit. Let me see. Do I want to come in this way? This is just a matter of me playing around with these pieces. Should have paid more attention to how I had them there to begin with, huh? I had them on the side. That's pretty. So just taking I have some more over here I can cut and use. Oh, that's pretty. Is that how I had it tucked in? That is pretty. I think I'm going to get a little more. Let me see how this is looking. Yeah, it looks like I need 2 more. I'm covering up the side of the photo. I'm not hurting anything. And I've got some other flowers here too, but I thought they'd be distracting. Yeah, just grab your flowers and see what works. I was lucky to find this bit here. Oh, here's some here. Where did this go? Ooh, okay, I'm going to, very carefully with my scissors, I'm just going to follow along where the little strands are in the lace. Just very carefully pull that apart. So I have another little piece here that I can use. I think I should stop. Oh, and we could use these two. I'm thinking there's enough flowers on right now. I like the combination. I want one more piece. This one has a flower too. Well, that's kind of pretty, but I think it's a little too many. Oh, decisions, folks. You just play around with it till you get something you like. Okay, I've got some extra flowers to use somewhere else. So I'm going to tuck that raw edge under. Is it ever too much? Maybe. So I'll tuck the raw edges under and let the little pearls all meld in with each other. Okay, I'm starting to like that. Push that in a little bit from the edge. What do you think? So this just is a matter of me putzing until I find something I like. I'm feeling like there's just a little too much coming in on the photo. Here we go. There we go. Oh, I still see that line there, but hopefully my eyes will dart away to the flowers and ignore that tear there. So I'm going to take a little bit of putty, and if this ends up being a little more 3D, a little more thick in places, I like that. Almost looks like we're looking through a hedge of roses and pearls and lace. It's getting to the point where I know I can't tell what I added, so that's good. So it looks like I'm going to be using 1/4 of this pack of putty. Mountain sticky putty, I call it. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. Now look. Got it. I'm not too worried about, according to this, I placed it all upside down. I'm not going to hang this anyways. I'm going to use it as the shadow box that it is. So now, make sure. Excellent. It's going to go back into the frame like this. Like it. Ooh, like it. So that needs to be cleaned. Got that as clean as I can get it. Now I'm going to take this insert that came with it and set it down in. Get in there. Ooh, okay. Then I'm going to take the photo, which is all attached now with the putty, and I'm going to place that in. Like I said, I placed it upside down, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be done. I'm not going to hang it. I'm going to tweak it. Oh, yes I am. So I'm going to pull these down. We have this secured in place. If I was going to be hanging it, I'd be more mindful of that. Oh my goodness. So this is very pretty. But I don't think it's enough. I want to make this a little more special. And I got a great deal on the frames. So I'm going to, look at how pretty that is. So, gosh, you got the 3D effect going. What I'd like to try to do is make this a little more substantial so it can stand where I want to put it and not be hung on the wall. So I'm going to take another, this is a 9x9 frame, another shadow box. And this is going to work. It might not seem as though it will. I'm going to beef this thing up. I'm going to tweak these boxes very simply by placing this frame within this one. Again, I'm not going to hang it. I'm going to pull up that part. Give this a wipe down. There's stuff on the table that's, I'm thinking, is on the glass. I tried this earlier and thought, oh, it's going to work. I'm going to put the frame inside the frame inside the frame. Okay, now I think this has to come out. Let me make sure. Okay, see how this just fits inside, but it's too tall? So I'm going to pull this frame out. This is just paper. Oh, that's sad. It looks like wood. And I'm going to set this within. And now you have that look. Okay, so let's put the back down. That all holds together. Sticking up a little bit, but it fits. That's looking pretty, isn't it? I want to do it one more time. I love the looks, but maybe I'm going overboard. It's nice and heavy. It's going to hold its own, but I wanted to make it more of a statement, which means I'm going to add one more frame. And that's this one, this big one. And it's white, which is going to complement the interior of that frame. Okay. Now, if you do want to hang it, I'm going to be more mindful this time that if I do want to hang it, which I don't, I'll give myself the option. Take this back out. So you'd have to play around with your photo frames to see which one fit into the others. I just grabbed a bunch of frames and tested it, and I can give the particulars in the description below the video. So I've got that clean. I'm going to turn this around. Let's hope this works. Boy, this is getting heavy. It's just what I wanted. I'm going to place this down inside. Okay, now put the backing on. Make sure, look at this. You guys didn't do this very well. There's some threads hanging off there. And this one here, these guys just punch in. Everybody's secure. And this is the inside of the fabric they had on the frame. So just pull a few of those off. Scissors. Okay, here's the reveal. Are you ready? I'm hoping. Oh my gosh. I am really, really sorry to the person in the picture, but I'm keeping this one. Isn't that beautiful? So if you like what you've seen here today, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you know when another episode of Tea with Tea is coming along. Until then, grab some photo frames. Take something that had the tiniest of defects and make it beautiful again. See you again.